안녕하세요. 줄리아나예요. 너무 오랜만이죠? It's been a while again, so let's just go straight to business. For Korean subscribers, straight to business는 제가 캐나다에서 배웠던 말 중에 하나인데, straight to the point. straight to the point가 논점으로 바로 가다인데, 앞에 이상한 말 없이 그냥 바로 본론으로 가겠다는 얘기입니다. 그래서 let's just go straight to business. For those who would like to hear me speaking English, I'll put English and Korean here and there as I normally talk in English. So people ask me, how good was your English before living out in Canada? Not how it improved after then. By the time I left for Canada, I was like 21, 22, so my English was about intermediate level. I was able to free talk, meaning that I was able to understand casual English and answer back when people ask me simple questions. Definitely not professional English to get paid in any ways. Just 간단한 의사소통. My abroad experience that time was living in the Philippines for a student exchange program in my freshman year, which was quite unusual because in general, you wait until junior, senior, or even more to study abroad. Lucky or unlucky, I was able to do that, and that was my first experience living abroad. So there, I learned how to be more confident speaking English and a bit more fluent. 실력 자체에는 변화가 없었는데 말하는 게 좀 더 자연스러워졌어요. 아무래도 말할 기회가 많아서 그랬던 것 같아요. 마치 뭐 기다려요? 이거랑 뭐 기다려요? 의 차이 정도? What are you waiting for? 이렇게 막 고민해서 하는 거랑 What are you waiting for? 이렇게 for이 waiting 다음에 나온다는 거를 이제 자연스럽게 익힌 정도. After that, I met a couple of American friends, traveled to Europe, met more people there. Then my English was boosted at breakneck speed for a year. If it was improving slowly at a snail's pace for 6 years, then how? How was I able to boost my English? I wouldn't say it's simple because I know it's not. But there were 4 things I did during the time. I would like to share with you guys how and what I did. So, firstly, avoided Korean. For me, the most important thing was to try to avoid Korean people as much as I could. But in fact, Korean people are anywhere and everywhere. You can't avoid every single one. Wherever I went, there was always at least one Korean. Even on the domestic plane in Canada, the only Korean on the plane sat next to me. One Korean girl lived in a house I found on Airbnb. The only Korean shared a room with me in a hostel when I moved to a different city. The only Korean man working as a chef in a hotel I worked. I always had to bump into Korean people the more I tried. But still, I tried to get along with foreign colleagues more, or I'd rather be alone. I was like, 독했죠? Yeah, I was lonely, of course, but that was my decision. I would hike up to the mountains by myself, then hanging out with Korean people at church. I would explore the area and go ski rather than being on the phone with my friends in Korea on my day off. But I don't regret it at all. Even if I travel back in time, I would exactly the same because that's how my English had improved. I had no other choices. And secondly, made my time for English. This is kind of an obvious thing. I use English all day except the time posting on my blog and saying hi to my parents and some of my friends back home in Korea. Like 3 hours a day at maximum. There was a huge time difference between Canada and Korea as well. So at work, I had my personal tutors unpaid, which were my colleagues. I spoke with at least 8 hours. Doing so for months. I even started forgetting Korean, unfortunately. Like I told you, I was alone, so I talked to myself, thought, dream, even curse, all in English. For example, when walking, I go like, oh, what is that thing over there? Gosh, this place so cool. Oh, there's a bleeding man, what the hell? What do I do? What do I do? Am I just going crazy? I wish I had my family here for holidays and stuff like that. 한마디로 한국말을 시간을 줄이고 영어를 썼다는 거죠. And thirdly, reviewed. I always asked people about something I wanted to know and wrote down on my little diary and reviewed what I learned on the day. And again, talked to myself with it and said it the following day. And lastly, spoke to strangers. They're mostly welcoming unless you're being weird or suspicious. I remember I went to New York for travel. I talked to a building security for half an hour. A hot dog vendor who was trying to flirt me. I just came up to the security guy asking if there's any chance for me to get shot in New York. Because I got shot in my dream the night before. I was so frightened of guns. Maybe I saw too many movies. And he goes, oh, don't worry, don't worry. There's less possibility for you to get shot than you get hit by a car. I was really serious, but I was silly at the same time. These are the things that I did in Canada. The biggest thing is definitely to keep distance from Korean people and language. I heard from so many people that people get along with Korean people and they messed up with our English. Even after they came back like a year later, their English is still the same. But I didn't want to do that. So I just promised with myself, okay, let's not get along with Korean people. And that's it. I also watched animated movie like Tangled over and over. So that's how I boosted my English skills. I recommend you to speak the language you want to learn every day. Think and dream. Talk to yourself in English, Korean, or any other languages you want to learn. And also, I've just started learning Spanish. I'm trying to think back when I first learned English, but I can't. That was years ago. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section down below. And this is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! 안녕!